So the Newsroom is back for season 2.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I feel like the critics, like right off the bat, are feeling this one a little bit more. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. That's a slippery slope when you try to figure out why people in general like you or don't like you. I think with your show or in life, but you're just happy when they do, and I'm very thankful.
And the Emmys are obviously being announced, the nominations tomorrow.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Are you hoping that you guys get some love?
Well, it would be very nice. I know how hard Sorkin works on the show and how everybody works on the show, so to get something like that would be amazing. But it's also, I mean, it's a tough competition. I mean, 1-hour dramas, it's like all of my favorite shows are in that category. So, and I have a lot of friends on other shows, so you know, it's one of those things where you just kind of, it's nice when it happens, and if it doesn't happen, it's really nice for your friends.
You know, the show obviously covers, you know, real, recent current events. Do you ever find yourself kind of watching the news and saying, oh, I hope that story is something that Sorkin tackles?
Yeah, I do. And only recently doing a panel that we did, and I got to hear his answer because they were talking about the Newtown shooting, and if he would cover it, and I've never really asked him what he covers and what he doesn't cover and the rhyme or reason. And he said, you know, it's an interesting thing because I'm paraphrasing what he said, which was something like, it's very hard to do because you don't want, you have to do it, and you have to do it without exploiting it or diminishing it, and it's a very tricky thing. So it's interesting, the thought process that he has to go through to decide, and just because it's a news event doesn't mean that we should be incorporating into our show, which is a fictional show. And I really loved and respected him so much more for saying that, because you have to have a sensitivity. I think as a human being in this world, and that's what makes you a great writer and a great creator. And so sometimes I watch things and I get very excited. I'm like, I wonder if we're gonna, but I never, you know, but that's what the joy of reading the scripts every week. It's like, what is this gonna be? Sometimes we do that on a set. We go through and go, what's the next story gonna be? And we all go through our timeline of, okay, where are we at in the show? We all try to figure out like what news event was happening at that time.